half of you who are watching this are entering into the cocoon. The other half of the people who are watching my videos and resonating are the butterflies coming out of the cocoon. As I picked up my phone today, sitting in my lovely garden in Guatemala, I asked Spirit, what do you want me to talk about today? What do people most need to hear? And I looked up and I saw a butterfly, a really big butterfly, just flitting around the snake plants, the greenery, these beautiful elephant ears above me. And the message that is coming through is that humanity is in a time of metamorphosis. But you don't really need me to tell you that. You can just turn on your TV screens and watch the news and listen to your friends and family talking to understand that humanity is currently going through a great change. And I do say great change because in the long run, this change is going to be highly beneficial for us as a species in terms of our evolution, in terms of our collective consciousness, our happiness. We will have completely transmuted our collective pain bodies, cleared our genetic fractals, and stepped out into paradise, into a Garden of Eden that we have helped co-create. But the emphasis right now is on the metamorphosis part. The butterfly is not going through metamorphosis, it has already gone through change. And what I've witnessed, and what a lot of us have been witnessing in the spiritual community, is that more and more people are awakening. There was a grand awakening in 2020, that's when I woke up, and I've gone through a series of awakenings since then. I feel like as well I'm currently going through another awakening. There are levels to this game, people, there are levels. But we are currently in a time of great awakening. More and more and more people are waking up to their true purpose, to their true calling, waking up to the fact that the 9-to-5 capitalist schmuck spiel is utter nonsense and is killing us from the inside out. Waking up to the fact that our governments are not working for the people, they are working for money. Waking up to the fact that there is more to existence than living in concrete blocks on top of one another, completely separated from nature, completely separated from source. And as these people wake up, I feel there are two types of people watching this video and watching my videos in general. The first are the people who are currently waking up, and if that is you, then welcome to the collective, my friends. Welcome. It's so amazing to have you join us and to help now begin to raise the collective consciousness. And if I'm talking to you and you are one of the people awakening, just know that in order for the caterpillar to become a butterfly, in order for the caterpillar to become its true form, it must undergo metamorphosis. It must crawl into the cocoon and change. And in that dark cocoon, in the darkness of that cocoon, is where you will reform, transform. And it's not going to take as long as it used to. That's the message I'm getting. These hermit phases, these dark nights of the soul, these moments where we're crawling into the cocoon, we're not allowed to take as long as we once did. People like me, people who woke up before me, we've had years to dive into our shadow, years to face our collective pain body and our individual pain body and our ancestral pain body. We've had years to integrate the changes that have been happening to us physically, spiritually, and emotionally. I feel as though I'm only just crawling out of a dark night of the soul that has been kind of onwards, going on for about 2 years, since I started my travels back in February 2022. And the thing about the dark night of the soul is it's not all misery and gloom. It isn't. You know, the darkness of that cocoon, you find your own light. You find your own light. You find support. You create support systems. You hold yourself accountable. Everything which wasn't serving you, which wasn't for you, falls away. It's taken from you if you won't let it go. But it's not all doom and gloom. The dark night of the soul is a period of intense inward focus. But that doesn't mean that there's not external joy, there's not external beauty, there's not external connection with new communities, new people, new partnerships. It's like this, the highs and the lows of the cocoon. But overall, you're in a container. That's all the cocoon means, that you are held in a container. And for those of you just waking up, you may be heading into a container, a cocoon, where you're going to really have to dive deep into that transformation, dive deep into everything that you've tried not to look at for most of your life. And for those of you who are resonating with the newly awakened, I am currently putting together a program. I'm currently putting together a 6-week program for bringing yourself back into alignment with your roots, your physical roots, your grounding, your nature, your body, your emotional roots, facing your shadow, reintroducing your inner child into the light, and your spiritual roots. The fact that we are all one, the fact that we are all part of the collective, the fact that there are signs and synchronicities all around us. And this is a program that will really, really help those of you who are just newly awakening, and even those of you who may have been awakened for a while and are acquiring that structured way of being held accountable, that structured way of bringing yourself back into alignment with your true authentic self. So keep your eye out for that, because that is coming very, very soon. And because, going back to what I was saying, stuff like this, I didn't join any program to help with my awakening. I didn't join any courses. I did lots of learning intensive courses such as sound healing and cacao facilitation, shiatsu massage, and all of those sorts of things helped me work on my shadow. But I had time, and this is what I'm trying to say. A lot of us who woke up in 2020 and even before that, you know, those old hippies who've been preaching this stuff for years and years and no one has been listening, we've had time to do the work. We have had time to adjust ourselves, to raise our frequency over time, so that when it came time for great change to come, we were already ready. But it had been a slow uphill and then downhill walk in the park. It's been difficult, it's been interesting, it's been intense, but we've had time. Whereas people who are just waking up, you guys do not have time. You do not have time to be dilly-dallying. You do not have time. You do not have time to be fighting this journey, trying to hold on to the things that are no longer for you. Like us, me in particular, I've had time to let go of things. I've been able to let go of things one finger at a time. You, my friend, if you are watching this and you are newly awakened, you are being asked to let go like that. Because so much energy is being beamed onto this planet right now that your physical body is purging for you. Your physical body, your DNA, this is coming through. Your physical body, your DNA is being activated, it's changing, gifts are coming online. You may also resonate with a previous video I did. I'll put it up here and in the link down below. But your body itself is purging because it cannot deal with the frequencies that are coming through from the solar flares, the Schumann resonance, the blue light. Like everything that is coming through is having an impact on your physicality, your physical body, and it is purging for you. You do not have time to be holding on to toxic people, places, environments, diets, habits, self-limiting beliefs. You guys do not have time. Whew. So this was a message that really, really wanted to come through. Like, half of you who are watching this are entering into the cocoon. The other half of the people who are watching my videos and resonating are the butterflies coming out of the cocoon. And I'm in this category. I've only just recently bust my way out of that cocoon. I was like, I'm not staying in here no more. Let me see the light. Those of you who are emerging from the cocoon, congratulations and welcome to the other side. We are the ones, like I've said, who are putting in the work, who are doing the shadow work. And I don't mean the superficial love and light community. This peeves me so much. when I meet love and light practitioners who are just so about preaching light and avoiding their shadow. And you can tell when people in the spiritual community are forming cliques, when they're looking at people sideways who are coming through the door who don't dress like them, when they're making their spirituality a form of how they dress and how they look, and how they braid their hair and have like locks and things like this. Like, your spirituality is within, your soul is a bright light shining from within. You don't need to change anything about yourself other than as an external expression. And you definitely need to do the work. So I'm only talking to you and I'm only resonating with people who have done the work or who are doing the work, not people who are sidestepping their responsibility as light workers by just diving into crystal ball sound healings every week and then coming out and bitching about somebody around the cacao table. Like, no. Please stop and take a hard look at yourself if you're that person. Oh, okay. So I'm talking to you if you've been doing the work, you've been doing the hard graft, you've been holding yourself accountable, you have been changing your limiting beliefs, you have been nurturing your inner child and creating a safe space for her, you have been transforming inside of the cocoon, you've been weathering the storms of the dark night of the soul, you have been doing your utmost best to raise your frequency, raise your vibration, to speak light, to speak love over yourself and over others. You have had a hard time with it, my friend. Just like me, you've had a hard time with it. But it is time now that we are breaking out of our cocoons. We are breaking out of our cocoons. Like one fist and 1 foot at a time, allowing the light to break through. The metamorphosis is almost complete. Almost complete. And then you know what is your role now? Once you've bust out of that cocoon and you've spread your wings and you've taken flight and you've raised your frequency and you've changed yourself, you've transformed in ways that no one who knew the old you could ever understand. It's now your responsibility to turn back and help those who are entering the cocoon or are still in the cocoon. And this doesn't mean that we turn around as superior gurus and say, we figured it out, follow me, do it exactly how I did it, and you'll be fine. Just follow me, I've made it out the other side. No. Everybody's journey is unique to them. Everybody's journey is unique to them. Everybody will handle this transformation in different ways. And there are so many paths. There are so many choices. I'm literally getting it like the image that I'm seeing is like all of these rivers, and they're all lighting up and they're all making their way to the sea. Every single one of them. It doesn't matter if they go over mountains and valleys or if they stay under the earth. All of these rivers, all of these streams, all water makes its way back to the ocean. And there are so many ways that you can get there. But what you are being called to do is to ramp up your light. Shine your light. Shine, and as your most authentic self. Shine in your wisdom. Provide wisdom when it is asked for, when it is sought out, when you are called to do so. Sing encouragement. And the word, I was going to say shout or speak, but it was like, no, sing encouragement to those who are still in the cocoon. Because you may be outside of your cocoon, but you can still send light. You can still send high vibrations. You can still send chords. I don't know why there's like chords. I am a sound healer, so it's all coming through as like sound metaphors, but you can, sound is vibration, right? And if you're raising your vibration and you're turning back and you're singing at these people, if you're speaking high vibrational words over them, and it doesn't have to be like, a lot of us think that we have to go out and now change people. We have to go and like activate them, change who they are, tell them about themselves, no, you just have to be you. You don't have to do anything but be you. Be the example. Be the change that other people want to see in the world. Be the change, be the example. And people will see you, and that is enough. They will see this transformed being. They will see this person who vibrates highly, who carries light with them wherever they go. They will hear your words of wisdom when you speak them, when they're ready to hear them. They will see you being your most authentic self, being joyful, happy, being able to weather any storm that comes your way, because storms will always come. It's inevitable. But if you are truly you and truly love and truly light, because you've transmuted your shadows, because you've integrated your shadows, because it's not about getting rid of the ego, bypassing it, ignoring it. No, it's about integrating your shadow, integrating that protective part of you, integrating your inner child, so that you play and sing and dance and are joyful every single day of your life. You are the example. You are the butterfly that people sitting in their cocoons are watching and wanting to be. You are the butterfly who, have you ever just been sitting, like I was, in a garden or a park, and a butterfly just passes by and you're like, oh, butterfly. That's you. That is literally you. You don't have to do anything but fly by, and immediately you bring a sense of peace, calm, serenity, and beauty to the people who are observing you. That's all you need to do, is just be your most beautiful, shiny self, like me, my shiny forehead right now. And yes, I am naked, by the way. This is the message that is coming through. Metamorphosis, transformation. Half of you will be entering the cocoon and half of you will be exiting the cocoon. And it is our responsibility as a collective community to support each other, to be the example, to help each other, aid each other, send each other love and loving frequencies, especially if you're around people who are triggering you. First of all, if you can't leave that environment, then do something about it. Like, it's like this whole, what's the phrase? Let go of what you can't control and change what you can. Let go of what you can't control and change what you can. You may not be able to change your environment or your job or the people that you hang around, but you can change yourself. You can change how you speak to them. You can change how you speak to yourself. You can change how you hold yourself. You can change how you act, what you listen to, what you'll allow to be spoken to you or not. You can be in charge of your boundaries, of setting them, of reinforcing them. It's your responsibility to shine so that others can find their own light in their own way. So that was the message that wanted to come through today. My name is Joanna. I'm an intuitive medium, psychic, channeler. I've got programs and courses coming your way. A beautiful challenge as well is also coming your way. And yeah, I'm very, very excited for what this year is going to bring, because as I emerge from my cocoon, I'm one of those turning back and shining my light. So if you resonate with this message, with my energy, then go ahead and like, subscribe, comment down below what your journey's been like and who you are. Are you someone entering the cocoon, or are you somebody who has just emerged? I'm so curious to see who you are and to form a community and a collective with you guys that is based on high vibrational frequency, on light love, on light language, on beauty, on joy and simplicity. And so with that, my loves, I bid you farewell.